So it is my pleasure to not only support, but to introduce to you Emily Berge.
Thanks, Mike.
Not a lot of room there.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, Mike, for the intro, and Eric for the intro. Yeah, I'm Emily Berge. It's really great to be here again in Point. I feel like it's my second home here, so it's just always fun to...
I'm going to send you a tax bill.
Oh, no. I'm good. But maybe I'll buy some property, and then I can pay property taxes, which will go to our local government, which is very important. Yes, that's a whole nother speech. So I just want to thank the hosts, too, for putting this together. It's just really important. I'm trying to meet all the people in the 3rd Congressional District. My campaign manager, Nick, says this is like virtually impossible, but I am trying. 700 people a day. But it's really helpful as I meet all the people to have people to help bring me here, for them to bring people here, for me to meet everyone. So that's what grassroots is, right? Is like, if you all can talk to 5 people and they talk to 5 people, that's how we're going to do it. Like what Mike is saying, people are why I am running. It's what I've been doing my whole life, is serving the people, and that is why I feel like that can make the biggest difference, is by representing you all in Congress. So I'll just say, yes, I'm Emily Berge, and I'm running for Congress to represent and serve the people here throughout the 3rd Congressional District. And my two biggest reasons why, well, there's lots of reasons, but the issues, housing for all and healthcare for all, which means Medicare for all. So that's really, really important. And I'll kind of get into what I've been doing over the last 8 years, but those are just these are needs of the people of the 3rd Congressional District, because I believe the needs matter more than the wants of donors and what the big money wants the representatives to do. Yes, and what we need is healthcare and housing and lots of other things. But I am, a little bit about me, I'm the City Council President over in Eau Claire. I've been elected since 2018. I was reelected in 2021 and then elected as president in 2023. We don't have a mayor, Mike, in Eau Claire. We don't have a mayor. So they get Council President Emily Berge, but I was elected like a mayor in 23 by the voters. So, and I'm also a therapist, a licensed professional counselor, been doing therapy in the Chippewa Valley for about 20 years or so in different settings, schools, outpatient clinics, hospitals, ERs. I'm now in private practice in downtown Eau Claire, which I'm trying to scale down, which is hard while I'm scaling up my campaign, but I love that work too. And then I'm a mom to 2 young adults, a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old, and they're just like, to be honest, another real big reason why I'm running, because I see their future and I just really want the best for them and for all of our young folks in our communities. Because again, they're going back to housing and healthcare, those are 2 huge challenges that are facing our young, like it faces everyone, but especially our young people. So my whole life has been about caring for my community. In high school, I volunteered, I worked down in Appalachia, building up homes for people during my summers. I served in AmeriCorps in between my undergraduate degree and my graduate degree. It is why I became a counselor, why I chose the counseling profession to serve my community, being a counselor for people, helping people during like the worst times of their lives, really, and just being able to support them and help them through it. So like this is what I was doing, just volunteering in my kids' schools. I was a runner, I was a volunteer running coach, just doing all the things. And then 2016 happened. And that election, when our country elected Donald Trump, it just shook me to my core. And I could not believe that our country could elect someone just who bullies people, who says awful things about women, who sexually assaults women. I mean, just the list goes on. And I couldn't believe that we could elect someone like that to be the highest leader in the country. And I was running, actually at the time I was training for a 50-miler run, and I was on a 20-mile training run and just like processing the election, so it was January, and I was just like, well, I still remember it, and I was just running, and I just have to it's just one step forward, one step at a time. I just need to keep moving forward, and I want to be the change I want to see in the world. Yes, that's what in 2016, because we can't have this. We deserve better, even back then. And so I got involved. I went to the Women's March in St. Paul. I started Googling all the ways I could get involved. And then I found Indivisible, and I started organizing for Indivisible way back in 2017, the first time around. And through that work, I was organizing protests and getting people together. I have this problem where I join a group and all of a sudden I'm leading the group. I don't know what happens, but I don't know what that is. I don't think I'm, yeah, I don't know, something. But pretty soon I was leading Indivisible or helping lead it. But then people came up to me and said, Emily, we need you to run for council because we have the seat we have to flip from a Trumper. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'll do it. Let's do it together. And because that's what I do. I go where I'm needed. When people say they need help, I'm like, okay, let's do it. And so we worked every weekend, door knocked from January until April because it's a spring election. Goes through snowstorms and ice and all that good stuff that winter brings. But we flipped that seat by about 26 points. So that was really, yes, and that was the power of the people. So we took out an incumbent, and then now even on my council role, again, I kind of went through that. I was reelected a few more times, but again, caring for my community, working with my community to solve these problems. What I've said, housing, healthcare, we have PFAS in our water. So, securing millions of dollars would be to build a PFAS removal facility. Working with local leaders to make sure we can build enough housing and making sure our homeless folks are served too. So we're doing what we can at the local level. Another role that I've done, this is how I know Mayor Mike Wiza, is I'm the past president of the League of Wisconsin Municipalities. And through this, yes, the League, yeah. So this is a statewide organization where small, medium, large-sized communities belong to and we advocate for. So I've been in Madison talking, again, housing, healthcare, water quality issues, economic stability for everyone. So I've been in Madison in front of the legislature talking about these big issues because these are the needs. I've been in DC several times talking about these issues. I've been in Derrick Van Orden's office more than once trying to advocate for the people. I've talked to him on the phone several times trying to say we need your help because he shares the same constituency as I do. My 74,000 constituents in Eau Claire are his too. And you would think that he would want to solve problems for his constituents. But guess what? He doesn't. I've talked to him on the phone. I talked to him the last time I talked to him on the phone was the Friday before inauguration in January. And I'm like, Derrick Van Orden, we need your help. We're in a housing crisis. We have, the homelessness is through the roof. We need your help. And what he did is he yelled and he blamed. He was not interested in any problem solving. And it was after that conversation that I'm like, we deserve better. We need someone that's willing to fight for our residents and not just blame and yell and bring up weird things like he does. He's just someone with affect regulation, we need someone that you can have a conversation with and get down to business and get things done. So that's why I decided to run, and again, just to solve the problems that local communities face. Now, I will say, I just want to be real, that it's really hard out there right now. Everywhere I go, whether it's an event like this, a protest, people on the street, they're worried and they're anxious and they're scared. And people came up to me with tears in their eyes, young, old, male, female, rural areas, urban areas. And they don't know what to do. They feel hopeless. And I've been hearing this for months. And just if you feel like this in this room, I just want to tell you that you're not alone and that people come up to me all the time and feel that. And because what's happening now is not normal. What is going on is not normal. And so what you're feeling is real. So just so you all know that. It's real and you're not alone. And on the other hand, I had someone come up to me at my office a couple weeks ago, a coworker. She's like, well, how's it going out there? And I said, oh, it's good. People are fired up. And then she asked, she's like, well, do we still have a democracy? Because people, and I said, well, actually, I feel really good about our democracy because even though things are terrible and it's overwhelming and every day there's something, and it just makes my heart sink, but people are still showing up. They are still showing up. Look at this room. People, you're all here. No Kings. I went to 3 No Kings rallies, just a month ago or so in October. People are showing up. And it's not, sure, it's impressive to see DC numbers and numbers in Denver. It's impressive who's showing up in Rapids. It's impressive who's showing up in Pepin, Wisconsin. Like, these are these red counties, and people are still showing up. So there is hope. So even though it feels really bad sometimes, and I know sometimes people need to take a break, and that's okay, because it's really, the biggest resistance is just taking care of yourself, so you can jump back in when you're ready. But people are fired up. And this is why I'm doing this, and I am working my tail off. As Mike said, I am working my tail off to meet all the people, to do what I can do, and I'm working to earn everyone's support, everyone here in the room, and so we can fight together to win in August. And then all this people power, this is how we're gonna win in November. This is how we're gonna win. This is how we're gonna do it. And I feel it, like, I feel it so much that it's out there. The energy is out there. So we just have to keep it going, even though it's hard, and take breaks, but jump back in, and we're gonna keep it going. And again, I'm gonna work so hard to earn your support and your vote, and we're just gonna keep it going. So thank you, everyone. My name is Emily Berge, and I'm running to represent you all in Congress.